Shalom, my name is Hillel Newman, and I'm the Consul General of Israel in Los Angeles, representing the State of Israel to the Pacific Southwest. It is my honor to partake and deliver greetings on behalf of the State of Israel to the 45 Plus Entrepreneur Competition under the auspices of the Merage Institute, with a special offer to women at all ages. My friends, I recognize and acknowledge the tremendous contribution of the Merage Institute to the promotion of unique ventures and technologies. My deep appreciation to Paul Merage and the Merage Institute for their meaningful contribution to Israeli society, to the relations between Israel and the United States, and the promotion of such collaboration and advancement of technologies, modern technology, and of course, artificial intelligence. To the contenders, I wish great success, and may the best contendant win. Shalom.
Good morning, and to our friends joining us abroad, good evening. Welcome to the 8th Annual 45 Plus Entrepreneurs Competition and Merage Institute Alumni Reunion. Merage Tribe, Shalom. On behalf of Paul, Lily, and Catherine Merage, the Merage family and Institute, we are delighted you joined us here today. So grateful to see you all healthy and safe. Thank you for taking the time to keep this tradition alive. Our team has prepared an exciting virtual event for you today, and our amazing MC will disclose more details in just a few moments. However, a few key points before we get started. For many of us, this is a reunion. We want you to have fun and see those beautiful faces we've been missing. So please keep your cameras open throughout the event for lots of opportunities to win high-tech raffle prizes. AirPods, iWatch, iPad, and so much more. The raffle will run every few minutes, and only those participating with cameras open may be randomly selected. If your name appears on the main screen, you'll have 30 seconds to message the chat box and claim your prize. So remember, cameras open. But most importantly, we want to keep the 45 Plus tradition alive and celebrate with you. Many of you registered early and received a cool party box. So please keep those beer mugs, coffee cups, and poppers for the kids close by so you are ready to l'chaim. And don't forget to register for the trivia game Cahoots. This will run throughout the competition, offering more chances to win prizes. So without further ado, let's get started. I am honored to introduce to you a man who needs little introduction. His passion and dedication to Israel and its people helped elevate the Merage Institute to where it is today. The Merage Fellows Commander-in-Chief, colleague, mentor, and our dear friend. Our Executive Director, Yishai Isaac.
Thank you, Christy. Winston Churchill once said, "Success is not final, failure is not fatal, it is the courage to continue that counts." As I think about the incredible group of alumni gathered here today, that is what I see. Men and women who felt compelled to get into the arena. You chose this route of entrepreneurship. You took the chance even if you faced difficult odds. You did it even though you were starting at a later stage of life. We could not be prouder to have you as a part of the Merage family. Your story represents the remarkable spirit of risk-taking, perseverance, and determination that turned an impossible designer's dream into a vibrant reality in Israel. As I've learned since coming to America, you can feel the same spirit of entrepreneurship enduring here in the United States. Indeed, it's one of the great bonds between our two communities. Today, we celebrate your success. We express our gratitude for your contribution to the Merage community, and we look forward to many more years of working together to unlock the vast potential for our entrepreneurs. Finally, I wish to share with you, as the Executive Director of the Merage Institute, I saw up close how Catherine, Paul, and Lily's dream becomes so impactful, touching, and bringing together so many people in Israel and in the US, business-wise, and of course, much more. I want to thank them for dreaming big and to thank them for their vision and you're making such an impactful reality. And now, it is a privilege to invite Joel Calvo to the stage. He's part of the team and the Merage family for so many years. He will lead us through the event. He's a dear friend and is awesome. Joel, the stage is yours.
Thank you so much, Ishai, and Christy, by the way. I would also like to welcome all of you to our 8th annual and second virtual, if you can believe that, Merage 45 Plus competition and alumni event. I'm so happy and so delighted to be invited back as your master of ceremonies. Today, we have several hundred participants joining us from all over the world. Many of you are graduates from our executive leadership program out of California. We have our Lean Launchpad program that takes place in Israel. And of course, we have our course instructors, our mentors, our hosts, as well as first time, and welcome to all of you, and returning guests. We're glad that you've chosen to invest your time with us today. We promise to have a good event for you. Now, on a little bit more of a serious note, I'd like to take a moment and talk about these unprecedented times. 2021 continues to be another challenging year of adjusting our business plans and our personal lives. In some ways, it feels like we're slowly finding our way out of this pandemic. However, in other ways, the pandemic has hit the economy hard, disrupting the normal way we do business and how consumers live their lives. The return to normal has been challenging, with disruptions to the global supply chain, increased cost, and chronic labor shortages from the Great Resignation. You see it almost everywhere you go. Now let's briefly take a look at the Great Resignation. People are resigning from their jobs in record numbers, and not just in the US, but globally. According to the job search website monster.com, over 90% of employees are willing to move to another industry to find the right job for them. Israel is not immune. A recent Gallup survey showed that only 18% of employees report a sense of involvement at work. This means that essentially 82% of working Israelis may not like their jobs. Now, we all know the high cost of employee turnover. So where is the opportunity here? As leaders, it's important to recognize that workers' expectations have changed. In the past, most people were simply looking to make a living. Today, younger generations are in search of meaning in their jobs, along with interesting challenges. And older workers, well, forget about it. They're way more concerned with their health, so they're reluctant to return to work. Now, given the choice, many are opting out of customer-facing jobs where they feel exposed, unappreciated, and sometimes abused. You hear about these things in the newspaper. Many workers have demonstrated they're just as productive working from home. No surprise, as a result, many now prefer to work from home and not commute in traffic 5 days a week. So as leaders, we need to be thinking about ways to keep our employees engaged. People have choices like never before, and your employees know that they are in a very strong bargaining position. Simply put, there is a war for talent, and this war for talent is very, very real. Now, in spite of all these challenges I just talked about, there are opportunities for you as leaders to intentionally create an environment where people want to work. As a business leader, this and other challenges are a lot to navigate on your own. And this is where the Merage organization comes in. The Merage Institute is designed to be a resource for you to meet these types of challenges and other types as well through a number of innovative initiatives and leadership programs. They include the 2-week executive leadership program that takes place in California, which many participants have described as a boot camp and as indispensable as an MBA. There is Merage Talks, a weekly webinar, which is open to everyone, so all of you are invited. And in my opinion, it is a most underutilized Merage resource. Next, the Merage Institute is collaborating with the Mayo Clinic to introduce them to Israeli medical startups to accelerate the delivery of innovative products to the public coming out of Israel. Next, the US Department of Defense Israel's Ministry of Defense, and the Merage Institute have all partnered to identify opportunities for Israeli companies with cutting-edge hardware and software solutions. And then finally, we're very pleased to announce that next year's 45 Plus competition and alumni event will not be by camera and so forth. It'll be in person in Tel Aviv. So mark your calendars for April 7th. Now, in short, despite the many challenges over the last 2 years, the Merage Institute continues to develop and deliver programs that fulfill Paul Lilly's vision, which is to promote trade as a vehicle to economic growth between Israel and the United States. Now, a brief word about why we're all here today. The Merage Institute provides a robust platform for Israeli founders over the age of 45 and women entrepreneurs of all ages, targeting early stage companies. This year, we received more than 300 applications. And from there, we had 16 companies that were selected to participate in a 2-month extensive workshop called Lean Launchpad. Additionally, each company received one-on-one mentoring from an industry expert specifically selected to support their needs. Now, today our judges have the tough job of selecting the first, second, third, and fourth place winners from our finalists. Each finalist will receive a coveted slot in our 2-week executive leadership program in California. Remember that boot camp I referenced earlier? And the first place winner will also receive a $100,000 grand prize to help them finance their business plan. Now, before we hear from our finalists, Ilan will introduce our judges. So, Ilan?
Thank you, Joe. The judges are Limor Sandat from Almeida Ventures, Raz Bachar from Microsoft, Yossi Dashti, the competition co-founder and senior lecturer, Ilan Klisenstein from Corundium VC, Hannah Azulai from Giloni Azulai Law Firm, Ora Meiri from Procter & Gamble, Eti Finkelstein, Managing Director of JAM PAU and part of the competition committee, Natalie Meiri from Nestle, at this time, part of the competition committee and from Microsoft, Hanan Schneider from Millennium VC, Rami Gruzman, who is a board member at various organizations, Uri Kiri from the Israeli Innovation Authority, Uri Adoni from Sanara Capital VC, Amit Svardenberg from Microsoft, Edith Gazit-Berger, high-tech lead at Microsoft, and Orit Uzdari Befort, board advisors. And now, Joel, I'm giving you the stage, please.
Thank you so much, Ilan. Okay, now we have an update from the founder of last year's first place winner, Dov Cohen. Dov?
Well, thank you, Joel, for this kind introduction. Thank you very much. Shalom and good evening to all of you celebrating this great event of Merage 2021 45 Plus Startup Competition. I am Dov Cohen, co-founder and CEO of NewTech, the 2020 first prize winner. I'm honored and happy for this opportunity to convey our gratitude to Catherine, Paul, and Lily Merage, who made all this happen, and to let you know how great it feels to be 45 plus again. During the last year, NewTech made significant progress in recruiting its team of professionals, designing the first lab instruments, and preparing for the first clinical experiment. The Merage Prize money had definitely enabled NewTech to get to its current position and to initiate the first round of $800,000 with a first closing of $400,000. In parallel, we have submitted an application for a major non-dilutive EU grant. We are in contact with Merage Institute professionals and alumni and received generous support from Professor Leonard Lane to align our strategy and to make first contacts with top American oncological surgeons. To all finalists, I wish the best of success and enjoy this great event. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dov. Now on to our competition. Each company will have 3 minutes to present, plus time from a few questions from our judges. Now, while our finalists are competing for that $100,000 grand prize, what we're going to do is have interactive entertainment for high-tech prizes and other goodies. These are some really good prizes. Winners will be selected at random. To win, you must have your camera enabled. We want to see your faces. Winners' names will be posted at the bottom of your screen. To claim your prize, it's real simple. When you see your name at the bottom of the screen, just text your name in the chat box within 30 seconds, and we'll take care of the rest. So good luck. Now, speaking of good luck, let's get this competition started, beginning with our first competitor, Ravid, the founder of MB. Ravid.
Thank you, Joel. So again, my name is Ravid, and I am an award-winning marketer and product developer who's worked with some of the biggest brands in the world. But today we're here because of this guy. This is Kobe. Isn't he cute? He just celebrated his 1-year-old birthday last month and is the funnest little guy. But my journey to him, not so fun. It took 8 IVF cycles, 6 doctors' opinions, and a move abroad, because had I stayed in sunny Southern California, it would have cost me over $200,000 to conceive him. And when it takes that many resources just to try and have a family, you go looking for answers. Back in the day, that was WebMD. Then came Dr. Google. But these days, 40% of the population is doing their medical research decisions on social media. I mean, look at the impact social media had on our decisions around COVID and its vaccine. We here call that social proof medicine. And I know that I found mine. I saw a woman on Facebook talking about endometriosis and a link to autoimmune, convinced doctor number 5 to give me a simple blood test, made doctor number 6 change my protocol, and boom, I was pregnant. But what if I never got to see that post at all? What if I didn't get to ask that question, didn't know the test to take? What if I never got pregnant at all? That would be a tragedy. And that's why I created MB. And in less than a year, we became the #1 mobile app in the world for fertility treatments. With 0 money spent, we have already helped over 18,000 women track their cycles, giving us one of the largest digitized databases in the world for fertility treatments. We're taking that data along with clinical research and AI and creating actionable insights that create real impact. In fact, MB's users are 30% more likely to get pregnant and stay pregnant than the CDC national average. That's huge. And that's why we're poised to disrupt a $36 billion infertility clinic marketplace. And we're going to do that by making around $200 million annually every year. And we're doing that by going direct to consumer. And to do that, we need a $1.5 million seed round raise. All of that so we can perfect our product, grow our team, and most importantly, help these women and the millions out there like them complete their families.
Thank you, Ravid. Okay, the judges have a couple questions for you, beginning with 1, what is your clinical value proposition?
MB's clinical value proposition is to shorten the time between your infertility diagnosis and taking home your baby. I am not the average woman when it comes, I'm not something special. The average woman has to go through 8 cycles as well to get pregnant when she's under 35. And so that takes a lot emotionally, physically, and financially. And we want to take that down and get her that baby that she wants faster.
And their second question is, what is your customer acquisition cost and your business model?
Well, we've done everything organically so far. We have not spent any marketing dollars as of yet, so I can't specifically tell you how much it will be. We have done small amounts of advertising, and that has cost us between 50 cents to $2 to acquire each user. Our business model involves a subscription product that walks the woman through her entire treatment, lets her know what to expect. And we also have a report and assessment tool, which is a one-time fee.
Thank you so much, Ravid. All right, everybody, good to see you. Turn your cameras on. We want to see your faces. What do you think?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. So what we want to do is everyone stand up. We have our eyes on you. We want to see you kind of stand up and move a little bit. Come on. And go ahead. You can say something?
Oh, well, I was going to say, you guys at home should have received some beer mugs and some coffee mugs, and we've got ours.
We do. Now, keep in mind, for all of us here in the West, on the West Coast, we're having coffee. And for those of you in Israel and other parts of the world, you're probably having a beer or some wine or some other goodies. So you might just be a little ahead of us in terms of the party part. So anyway, the alumni has submitted some fantastic videos, and we want to thank all of them for doing that. So should we get some trivia, or what do you want to do?
Well, I thought actually we have some dance moves that we had some fellows this year that were very creative and sent us some video clips. And we're going to show you some images of those. But at the same time, you at home, please get up and start moving to the music. We're going to get started right now.
Okay, turn your cameras on.
Can they be that close? Just let me state for the record, we're giving love in a family dose. We are family. Hey, I got all my sisters with me. We are family. Get up, everybody, and sing. Sing it.
All right. Okay, we have our first trivia question. Paul Merage, founder of chairman CEO of the Merage Institute, sold his successful brand to Nestle's in 2002. What was the name of that brand? Okay, second question. What year did Paul Merage found Chef America? Okay, our third question. In what year did Paul Merage found the Merage Institute? Next up is Jenny and Omer from SharkBite AI.
Thank you, Joel. SharkBite, they are breaking the walls between dental and general health. My name is Dr. Jenny Chernobelsky. I'm a dental surgeon, specialist in prosthodontics with a bachelor's degree in general medicine and MBA in health innovation. I'm a founder and CEO of Smartest AI. Together with Omer Holzinger, who is the engineer, software specialist, the team player, we are running our venture. The oral cavity is the main portal to our body, but today this area is totally separated from general medicine. In our everyday practice, dentists consult a very large segment of population. Millions of dental CT imaging are taken every year to diagnose and investigate teeth and the jaws. There is a huge and priceless information available in these dental scans, but nobody checks it. On the other hand, in the general medicine, there are a lot of undiagnosed conditions. For example, obstructive sleep apnea and osteoporosis have 85% undiagnosed. It's a huge problem in the general medicine. We are focusing on the early detection of these conditions, osteoporosis and obstructive sleep apnea. Healthcare companies spend more than $200 billion only on damages of these two conditions because of their undiagnosed. Our unique solution, our algorithm, uncovers medical conditions by evaluation and analyzing dental CT imaging. For example, our algorithm can recognize and detect the early signs of osteoporosis or obstructive sleep apnea. Our product provides better quality of life for the patients and also save a huge money to the healthcare providers like insurance companies by reducing the number of undiagnosed patients. Our product is the SharkBite Medical Alert Platform that includes dental, radiology, and billing systems. Our platform enables the dental clinics to claim medical insurance and to grow their revenue. We will charge 10% of every claimant from the dental clinic with the monthly subscription fees. We are looking together for $3 million fundings to finalize our MVP and to go to market in 3-4 months. We need the money for 2 years of R&D to automate the process. We need the money for data acquisition, IP processing, starting our regulation, and the submission for FDA. What can we do with $100,000? Actually, we can to start initial framework that's necessary for approaching first customers.
Thank you both. Now our judges have a few questions for you two. Number one, how will you get the CT data from the dentist?
Well, Joe, we are working on collaborations with a few academic hospitals, and we're also in collaborations with dental clinics across the US, which will be getting data from both labeled and unlabeled data.
And number two, what is your innovation over existing research?
So we are bringing different research areas, dental and image processing for the first time together. And in addition, we're combining it with an innovative automated billing platform to make things smooth and easy for our customers. So all together within our platform, the ease of use and ability of dental providers to charge general healthcare insurance is our big innovation.
Thank you, Jenny and Omer. All right. So now we are on to our fourth question. How many years have we done the 45 Plus program since the Institute first started? This one's going to be kind of an easy one, hopefully. Okay, our fifth question. Who won the Merage 45 Plus competition last year, 2020? And our sixth question, who was the inspiration for the Merage Institute and the foundation? Okay, moving on to our third competitor is Yuval from Merage. Yuval?
Thank you, Joel. And thank you everyone for having me here. My name is Yuval Appelbaum. I'm the lead engineer at Merage. As infants, we were nourished and protected by the simple act of breastfeeding. Breast milk is packed with proteins in charge of immune protection, brain and bone development, skin health, and so much more. As adults, we still need all those benefits, only we stopped having access to that natural fountain of health. But what if we could have access? At Merage, we combine proteomics and AI to unlock the future of impact nutrition, creating functional milk proteins with extraordinary health benefits. Meet our talented team. Our purpose is to leverage the wondrous benefits of breast milk to strengthen and protect not only our health, but the health of other mammals as well. Our immune system is constantly being challenged, and the recent boom of functional proteins with an expected growth to $50 billion by 2030 has actually shown a wide gap in the market. There is a need. Most current available preventive nutrition solutions are ineffective and indirect. In Merage, we plan on using breast milk as the code for direct and effective functional nutrition. Our potential is huge, spanning a variety of markets with a clear need for impact ingredients. With Merage's bioconvergence platform, a multidisciplinary algorithm that combines proteomics with machine learning, we can actually compare bovine colostrum, which is our raw material, to a variety of mammals' milk, creating the first ever mammal-specific functional milk proteins, FMPs. Our algorithm actually suggests different protein combinations to create countless products with high impact. In Merage, we bring the ingenuity of breast milk into day-to-day use. Our products will be made up of two key elements, those active proteins with a very clear indication, as well as an absorption system, which will protect the functionality of the proteins in oral administration and allow us to get the direct impact that we're looking for. We are a B2B company. We're patent pending and have already successfully completed the proof of concept for our first product, an anti-inflammatory product for athletes. Our roadmap is pretty clear, and the prize of $100,000 will help us get to human trials by the summer of 2022. These clinical trials will move us a significant step forward towards being market ready by 2023. With Merage's FMP solution, we use novel technology to create high impact ingredients. We upcycle colostrum and are tapping into a huge market potential. So come and join our success. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Yuval. Now the judges have a couple questions, beginning with number one, what trials did you do with adults to measure effectiveness and allergy symptoms?
With clinical trials, we haven't yet gotten there. That's exactly what we plan on doing with the prize money. What we have already performed is preclinical trials on cell samples from healthy adults to test the reaction of their cells to our product and to test the viability of our product, reducing inflammatory responses within the full immune system that is comprised in blood samples from healthy adults.
Number two, what is your innovation over your competition?
Our innovation lies in two parts. The first is recognizing that bovine colostrum is an untapped raw material. There is currently a market for bovine colostrum, but it has stagnated about 10 years ago. And this market is quite interesting because there's a lot of proteins that have a high similarity to those same proteins in humans. So we can definitely use those same proteins for the reactions that we're looking for. The second advantage that we have over our competition is our viewpoint. We come out of the human viewpoint or the specific species viewpoint. We look at what proteins are in charge of whatever indication we want within that end user's body. And then we go backwards and we make sure that the proteins we end up choosing have that same homology, meaning they are of the same structure and are in charge of the same pathways, so that our final product will have that indication available.
Thank you, Aval. Okay, we have our seventh trivia question. Which of the following industries has not been included in past Merage Institute Innovation Bridge programs? For alumni, for how many years now has Ishai been passionately dedicated to the Merage Institute? Next up is Hanan from Applied ML. Hanan?
Thank you very much, Joel. About 2 years ago, we won a global safety competition with our idea to use artificial intelligence and turn security cameras into proactive safety detectors. Every hour in the United States of America, about 20 workers are fatally injured, leading to a staggering $170 billion of losses, not to mention the pain and agony associated with it. We focus on logistics centers and production facilities. Now, we don't point the finger on anyone and say, hey, Mark is going without a helmet. What we do, we analyze the data in near real time, and we point out to the safety manager where and what kind of safety violation he has, so he or she can do something about it. While we use off-the-shelf simple IP cameras, most of our competitors are using very expensive equipment. There are a few points that make us unique. We reach high levels of accuracy, which leads to trust in our detections, and we use a local computer, since the idea of cloud computing can be a nightmare and cybersecurity problem for these multinational companies. This is part of this. These are some of our customers from the last 2 years that we are working with them in the United States and around the world. Let's meet the team. You can see the wonderful people that I'm working with. And now with this team, with these customers, it's time to scale. We are raising $5 million and we want to reach out and sell our software to factories, production facilities, warehouses, and logistics centers across the United States of America and increase workers' safety in the country. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Hanan. Our judges have a few questions in terms of things they would like to know. Number one is what kind of customization is needed for each of the customers?
Not much of customization is needed since most of the companies need the same detections again and again. Our out-of-the-box detections are ready, and what we need to do is only some fine-tuning at the customer's location, a process that will take less than 14 days.
Number two, what is your advantage over competing solutions?
We reach very high levels of accuracy that leads to high trust of our system with the customers. We know what we are doing. We have been to many logistics centers, and we know their pain points, and we know how to solve them.
Thank you so much, Hanan. Okay, now we're up to the opportunity for you to cast your vote. So to cast your vote for your favorite pitch, scan the QR code that's on your screen. Okay, now what we're going to do is put a QR code up on your screen. And this is your opportunity to cast your vote for who you believe our winners should be. So please take advantage, get your cameras out, and go ahead and scan that code. And while you're doing that, we would all love to see nothing more than all of you get up and start to move a little bit and have a little bit of fun. I know you, for those who've been sitting on the couch or at your desk, it'd be good to kind of, get your body moving. So let's, do we have some fun music we can put on?
Can they be that close? Just let me state for the record, we're giving love in a family dose. We are family. Hey, I got all my sisters with me. We are family. Get up, everybody.
Okay, we have our 10th trivia question. The land of Israel is also known as the what land? I love some of those choices. Okay, now a brief word from Eddie and Adi, two very talented, accomplished entrepreneurs who have served as managers of this competition.
Wow, what innovative startup. It's exciting to see the great work they have done since the first day. I cannot wait to have them on board to our alumni.
Merage alumni have over 1,000 prestige alumni, a force multiplier for each of us. The Merage Alumni Network is your ticket to extend the network and relationships.
As we all know, this year was not a standard year. All of us are facing a lot of challenge. These days, nobody has a ready-made handbook on how to go through COVID-19.
Together is the key. This is why we are a community. This is how we can support each other. It's all about people. During this year, we saw and heard about many alumni that helped each other, whether it is with advice, mentoring, help with funding, or finding the next job opportunity.
When Adi and I approached you and offered to be a mentor in the 45 Plus program, we got many of requests from alumni that want to give back to the community. The contribution of the mentor was the most significant to the teams.
This is who we are. This is who you are. Thank you to all of the alumni that are giving back to the community in different programs. And a big, big thank you to Paul, Ishai, and the Merage family.
I'm curious to know who won the competition. What about you, Adi?
Absolutely. Let's move on to the big announcement.
Thank you both so much. Now it is my pleasure to introduce the man who is generously making all of what we're doing possible. He embraces the importance of innovation. He is a visionary who thinks big with a philanthropic heart. I don't know about you, whenever he speaks, I hang on to every word. I'd like to welcome our founder and CEO, Paul Merage.
Thank you, Joel, for that kind introduction. And shalom, my friends. Let me start by giving you all a big virtual hug. I miss those real hugs, don't you? So here we are again at another Merage competition. Welcome. I must say, even though this is one of our younger programs, it is now one of our most important. From its beginning, the Institute's 45 Plus has been close to my heart. And that is because it is something I experienced in my own life. You see, I was in my late 50s when we sold our frozen food company. After that, for the first time, we had money to invest outside of our food business. We had to put our capital to use. So there was no time to waste. The following year, we established 3 family investment companies. They consisted of a hedge fund, a private equity fund, and a real estate investment business. Even though these were completely new fields to me, I hope my previous business experience could help me navigate these new waters. Now, many years later, I'm really glad to report all 3 have been successful. This experience has convinced me that a new beginning is possible at any age. Every one of you who participate in this program had to imagine a completely new chapter in your life. I can tell you from personal experience, it really does take a lot of strength and courage to pursue a new beginning. When you're about to make that decision, you know in your gut that your decision will have a major impact, not only on your life, but also the lives of your family and your loved ones. So congratulations. You have taken this courageous step and participated in this program. Regardless of the verdict at the end of this day, I know you're already a winner. One of the most important features of this program is the mentorship, which is provided by volunteer experts. When I started my business, I really wish I had such great mentors. They bring a world of experience right to your doorstep. My thoughts to the many who so generously have given so much of your time. Your guidance has been especially valuable, not only to the participants, but also to the Institute. In addition, I would like to express my very special thanks to the leadership team for the program this year. Ilan, Yossi, Adi, Eti, Ron, and Noam. This would not have been possible without your effort and dedication. Thank you so much. As usual, my thanks go to my good friend Ishai for making it all happen, and to Christy, who does so much behind the scenes. And my special thanks to my friend Joel for being MC of the program and for his dedication to the Merage Institute for so many years. Thank you. Finally, my best wishes to every one of you who participated in this program. I wish you great success in your future and a bright new chapter in your life. And to the many Merage alumni and friends who are here today, Shalom. With all my love and another big virtual hug to every one of you. Thank you.
All right, well, the audience favorite is in, and due to technology, we get those results quickly and we have accurate results. And the winner goes to, let's see. Look at the results that just came in. Okay, it goes to Yuval with Mailak. Congratulations, Yuval. And now we're going to get to what the judges have to say about this. They've casted their votes as well. And we're going to start from our fourth place, go to the third, second, and then our first place winner. The fourth place winner goes to Hanan from Applied ML. Congratulations.
Thank you
Hanan.
very much, Joel. Wow, I'm really happy to hear that. Reaching this place from all these companies that we competed with is very respectful. I would like to really thank Paul and Lily Merage and Catherine for the program. And there are two people in all the Merage Institute I would like to mention. First is my mentor, Tzvika Bennett, and you, Joel, because you changed the whole way I'm pitching. I changed all of my presentations and made it, you simplified them for me. Thank you very much.
Great. Okay, our third place winner goes to Ravid from MB.
Oh my goodness. Oh wow, Joel, thank you. Thank you so much. Wow. I'd love to just thank the entire Merage team, especially Paul Merage and Eti and Adi for having so much faith in me and letting me be a part of this amazing journey. Thank you so much.
Goes to, well, hold on a second here. Yes, it goes to Yuval again from Mailak. Yuval.
Thank you guys so much. Wow. So I would really love to thank everyone for allowing me to take part in this amazing program. Of course, Paul and Lily and Catherine Merage, who I understand is the inspiration for everything, all of the Merage family. And of course, Ron and Adi, who did so much throughout the entire program. I don't know how they orchestrated this, but somehow they made it. So thank you, everyone. And thank you for my team and my CEO who believes in me and everyone else.
All right. And the first place position goes to Jenny and Omer from SharkBite. Congratulations for coming out on top on this one.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. We're so excited to be here and to win the first prize. We want to thank everyone at the Merage family, Paul and Lily Merage, and Catherine Merage for inspiring us, bringing us here. We want to thank our mentor, Ellie Hershkovich, and I'm sure I'm forgetting a lot, Jenny.
Of course, Eti, Adi, Ran, every person from Merage, also Joel, thank you, Yossi, the people who helped us during this 5 months. Thank you for your great help.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well, we've done it another year. Well, this concludes our competition. Thank you all for joining us. Christy, you have done so much work. If people could
Aw.
only see it.
Oh, thank you, Joel.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be the same without you.
Yeah. And Amy, I mean, come on now. You've all seen her name many times on all the communications, and she deserves a huge, huge congratulations and more than a pat on the back, but we'll just have to say it verbally. So thank you all for joining us. And we're looking forward to seeing all of you in Tel Aviv on April 7th. Mark your calendars.
I can't wait. And to our team in Israel, thank you, thank you. Yay.
Okay.
Take care. Till next year.